Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Okay, so I got a question. What the hell is Jason doing? I don't understand him coming to Anna, trying to have this friendship with her. And, I'm surprised that Anna didn't sit there and make this more clear cut. Maybe because she kind of wants it too. But Anna knows that at the end of the day, it's like how are you going to sit there and be friends with the commissioner of Port Charles when you're the mob enforcer? We can help each other out from time to time, and I consider you a friend. How does that work? Like, even Anna's like, I get it. You have a morality code. You straddle the line between good and evil. I know because I've been there. But ultimately, what she's trying to say and what she didn't say is that at the end of the day, I'm a cop, you're a criminal. That's, what I'm saying? Like, there's no in between. Jason's like, well, if you change your mind, I'll be right here or something. And I like Jason. I really do. I cannot express that he is my favorite character. But he's on some dumb shit right now. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. He's on some dumb shit right now. Um, Isaiah wakes up. Um, TJ talks to him for a little bit. Doesn't really go anywhere except for the fact that he knows he's a doctor. Um, and Isaiah wakes up, and the first thing he says is "lucky." I don't really understand why. Out of all the things that I could sit there and say when I wake up, I don't know. Anyway, um, at some point, Liz does sit there and talk to um, Isaiah and find out more about Lucky and his Robin Hood days or whatever. But Isaiah's like this guy, this warlord guy, whatever. He is just. I mean, I left him. He was breathing. I don't know about now. And apparently, Aiden has been trying to contact him for a while. So who knows how long he's been with this guy for. Now, look, Carly's with Lulu. Gets a call from Liz about the John Doe. And, eventually she does wind up talking to Isaiah and finding out where he's at. Anna goes in the room after talking to Liz and finding out that Carly's in the room. Liz is like, well, good luck getting Carly out of here. I was like, what do you mean good luck? She's the commissioner. Carly's a civilian. It's not hard. You just walk in there, say, I'm a cop, I have questions, you can go. For some odd reason, she allows her to stay and even allows her to ask questions. And there's a point where it's like, Anna's up there asking questions, and then Carly asks a question, and Anna looks at her like, I'm sorry, this is my job, but you don't say anything. Um, Now, Isaiah does give an exact location. Carly goes to Brennan. It made sense because I guess if Anna went there, it would have been this back and forth thing. Well, Carly just seems to get her way with this guy. And so she goes down to talk to Brennan to ask, could you sit there and get a hold of Lucky and stuff like that? I got a location and stuff like that. But, time is running out because, he's in a very dangerous situation. John is at first like, I don't know, because, last time I tried to do something like that, I got in trouble, and I don't want to be bumped down to a janitor next. But he decides to do it anyway because, apparently Carly just gets away. Um, so he does a favor for her. He also, what does he want in return of getting rid of that evidence? Because it just seemed like this really lazy way of getting Carly out of those charges. He just comes in there. He's the head of the WSB. He just makes the evidence go away. So Carly doesn't go to jail for RICO violations. And it's just like, in all reality, she should have never been put in that situation in the first place because those charges was BS to begin with. But just the simple fact that he snapped his fingers and they went away, and he doesn't seem like he has an alternative motive. He hasn't asked her anything. He hasn't asked her for a favor or anything like that. And it's just like, really? I mean, he did all that because he had the hots for her? Seems pretty basic, you know? Like, it really does. Um, Now, Lucky, he gets sit down again and cuffed and everything like that. And the guy, Sitwell, I think it's Sitwell, whatever. He comes in there, he's like, all right, so let's sit there and play another game of cards. And we're just like, bro, it's been 2 weeks that we have seen you two idiots sit there and play cards. At this point, can you just like shoot him and just put us all out of our misery? Because if I gotta sit there and see one more goddamn card game, it's just like, really? Which, by the way, he's been cheating the entire time. No one is that lucky. Um, the guy comes in, another guy comes in there and tells him that the mine is dried up. We're gonna have to sit there and move to a new location and everything. And as he turns his back, this guy shoots him. Tells Lucky to search him. Lucky searches him, finds some gold, and Lucky's pretty much like, he tells him, he's like, most likely not just the fact that this guy was betraying you, because I mean, let's be honest, you're a criminal and you got a bunch of thieves or whatever, so it's not about loyalty, but it just shows that, what this guy was telling you was the truth. So at this point, he's like, I can't get a hold of my guy who's sitting there trying to find Isaiah. This whole situation, this whole mind thing is going, and either I'm going to kill you right here, or you're going to come with me. So he leaves, and I guess, he's going to probably keep him alive or whatever until he finally wins playing cards. Cause I'm just like, really? Now, the scene with Jordan and Drew almost seemed like it served no purpose. It would have served the purpose more. I would have liked the scene more because Jordan was still sitting there thinking about, the John Doe and everything like that. And my assessment of the situation was like, maybe she wants to then kind of get back in the action. Maybe she kind of missed that. So at one point, Drew Smith did talking about something that was probably boring. And Jordan fills him in on what wound up happening. So Drew's like, why don't you go into the police station, find out what's going on, because clearly you're distracted or whatever. But Jordan decides to stay and help him with whatever campaign thing that I really don't care about. But it just seemed like it went nowhere. And I think my whole thing would have been like, maybe if she was having second thoughts about this whole deputy mayor thing, and like maybe, I don't know, being commissioner again or whatever. But I guess it would make sense though, because at this point, like, what else would Anna do? Like, if Anna was not the commissioner, what else would she be doing? Because she's clearly not going to be working for the WSB again. How she got that job as far as being commissioner is just beyond me. Especially after you've been outed for being a national, like, traitor, Like, how does that happen and you somehow get top dog as far as being, in the police department? How does that work? Like, I'm very curious about that. Your track record is out there in the world as you being a double agent. So basically, that's what they're saying. Well, if it tickles her fancy, she could sit there and decide to do some, bad stuff, for the right price. But we're gonna sit there and trust, we're gonna sit there and make her the commissioner, and poor Charles is gonna sit there and be in her good, capable hands. What the? Okay, so Molly's at the house. Well, Molly's not there calling Diane. Christina and Michael come in, and Molly sits there and tells them about the situation with Alexis being carted off with a whole gun thing and being interrogated and stuff like that. And Christina and Christina and Michael just has a look on their face. And I think there's a point where Christina was going to say something, and Michael just gave her that shut the hell up kind of look. So Molly starts trying to grill her, but she doesn't really sit there and say anything. And they go back and forth for a little bit. And there's a point where she leaves because she's like, listen, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And then before she leaves, she's like, okay, I forgot what she said. What did she say? I think she was like, okay, you could be nervous now, and then just walks away like it was some sort of mic drop or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if the old Molly could sit there and pull that scene off. I know that we practically grew up. She practically grew up on the show, but like, this is another one of those scenes where it's like, I'm really loving this new Molly. I know some people are still kind of like, she's not my Molly, whatever. Like, no, the other chick ain't coming back. This is new Molly. I'm feeling her. Um, Now, Christina wants to sit there and tell the truth, but Michael explains all the different ways of how that can go wrong. Um, so Christina's like, what should I do? And he's like, do nothing. But also, Christina's like, why do you believe me? Why do you believe that I didn't kill John? Michael lies to her in a sense. Michael's like, well, I don't believe you because you're not a killer. Not because, well, he knows that his dad is the one that killed them. Now, Molly goes down to TJ and tells him about what wound up happening at the house. And long story short, she's sitting there thinking that Christina shot John and Alexis is covering it up. But she doesn't have any proof. So she's going to dig, be objective or whatever. But there's a point where even TJ's like, yeah, Christina is a lot of things. Hell, when she came in, she was like, you can never believe what wound up happening. And TJ's already like, well, what did Christina do this time? And I'm like, damn. But even TJ's like, she may be a lot of things, but a killer? Like even he doesn't sit there and believe that she can be that. She can be irresponsible and just a plethora of other different things, but a killer? Nah. Um so she's gonna sit there and prove it and try to get her mom off a crime that she thinks that Christina committed. Anyway, I think for the most part, that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, if I forgot anything, let me know in the comment section below. I'm not going to be doing a live stream tonight, but I will be back tomorrow. So anything that I miss or anything like that, we can sit there and talk about that in tomorrow's live stream as well, along with tomorrow's episode. Um, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go. I will see you in the next video, and then I will sit there and see you also tomorrow and the live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And, we're talking about all the other three soap operas as well. So have a good night or a good day, depending on when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.